Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Prabhupada, Jai Gauranga Das Gurudev.
Rewol?
Yes, Hare Krishna Mukund
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah. Hare Krishna, everyone. Jai Shri Prabhupada, Jai His Grace Gauranga Sundar Gurudev. Welcome to Athato Brahma Jijnasa season 9, day 7. Today we are going to discuss archaeological evidences of extreme human antiquity. I hope you all like the previous sessions. Today we are going to discuss the proof against the Darwin theory of evolution actually. Tell me, is my screen visible or not? I will confirm once. Is the screen visible? No.
No, Prabhuji, screen is not visible.
माधव महाराज आप मेरा डीएम देख सकते टेलीग्राम के?
Yes, Prabhuji, you share me the file from laptop. I will do the screen share. Okay. Because you can only screen share through
Okay.
laptop. So share me the file. I will
Well,
screen share.
okay. So Hare Krishna everyone, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Madhav Maharaj, can you please share the screen? I have sent you the
Okay, Prabhuji, I'm doing just 2
document.
minutes.
Okay, let us start with the prayers. Om Agyanati Mirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshumulitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamyam Shri Guru Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupa Bhagavatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Sadutam Prejantam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत शिवसाई गौरवृंद हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे before starting, I would like His Grace Sundar Gurudev to give this opportunity for me this seminar. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, all glory to is the screen visible? Are you sharing?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm sharing it starting. Just it
Okay.
will take 2 minutes. Yeah, is my skin visible? I hope my skin is visible now. Yes, Mukund Broji, you can please start now. Screen is visible to everyone.
Hare Krishna, start the seminar. But actually, before going to explain the presentation, I would like to introduce some keywords to you, so you can understand the presentation correctly. But let us start with a simple question. How many of you think that how old is our human species? I hope I'm audible for you. You're, are you getting my questions? How many of you think, or what do you think? How old is our human species? Please write in the chat box. I can read them. How old is the human species? You all think, or whatever you studied in school or college. Like no one is writing, or is it? Okay. Uh, can you next go to the next slide, Maharaj? So this is our one of the presentation. Bhaktivedanta Institute of Vedic Science, with the blessings of His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada and His Grace Gauranga Suna Gurudev. Around 3 lakh years ago. Okay. Next, any other answers? 300K years. Huh. Bhagavad Das. In Google it says 300K years. Okay. Nice. Any other answers? Okay, let us consider according to some your calculations or Google, it is 300K or 2 lakh years. Actually, previously in Google it was showing 2 lakh. Now they have increased 100K years. It's very funny thing that they have increased 100K years from 200 lakh to 300K. Okay. This is I'm going to present the evidences of human existence more than 300 k years, But let us start with a brief introduction of the seminar. And the evidences I'm going to present here are actually presented by one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada called Michael Cremo. He is co-author of Forbidden Archaeology. In this book called as Forbidden Archaeology, he has listed or compiled all the evidences that actually proves that humans were existed before of 300k years also, means the Dorian period. So let us start with the presentation. So Maharaj, can you please go to the next slide, where it says the Purana says humans are more than 2 lakh years ago. I think it's fourth slide. Haribol.
Yeah. Also, Prabhuji, if possible, can you speak little loudly? Like sound is little less audible.
Okay, my sound is very less, I guess. Yeah, sure. Haribol. Next slide, Maharaj, where it says the Purana says humans were existed 200k years back also. Yeah, this is the picture actually of Michael Cremo, one of the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Very presented the hidden origins of human race, the proofs in one of the seminar uh, in the London in November 2017. He has presented that. So in Origin conference at the Steiner House, So next slide, please. Archaeological evidence for extreme human antiquity. So we think next slide, Maharaj. Next. Up to where it says the Purana says humans are more than 200k years, up to hundreds of trillions of years ago. We think the first humans were existed at like 200k. Next, not previous. Here. So the Purana says, our Vedic scriptures says, the Sanatana Dharma scriptures, where authentic scriptures says, the Purana says humans were existed more than 200 k years or 3 lakh three lakh years, up to hundreds of trillions of years ago. Not only limited up to 300 or 200k, whatever the 10Gs. Many of us think, according to the Darwin theory of evolution, humans were existed only 200k. Humans started coming on Earth or evoluted monkey transformed into human like Homo sapiens or maybe Australopithecus and all. But actually, what is the truth? The case is the prediction. If that is the case, if humans were existed according to our Puranas, Vedic scriptures, if that is the case, that humans were existed, there must be a archaeological evidence, right? There must be archaeological evidence that humans were existed, like their bone, their skull, their hair, uh, filaments, and any thing which like the designs made by them more than 200 years back. If we get that, it proves that humans were existed before 2 lakh or 3 lakh years ago, right? Yes or no? Please be active in the chat so I can It will be uh, it will be engaging. It will be nice if we interact in the chat. So what do you think if that is the case? If Purana says is true, humans were exist. So there must be some reason. We can't tell reason my boss. I can't tell anything. Okay. Am I audible for all? If
Yes, Prabhuji, you are
yeah.
audible.
So am I audible for the okay? I'm audible. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. Archaeological evidences which says which we found. Oh, sorry. So we if we consider mm, there must be a very time to present, like during time like 100 yeah 100 200 years before whatever research is done by the archaeologist. And from if we found any archaeological research papers where archaeological existed before more than 3 lakh years. So we can actually conclude that humans were existed and the Purana says is true. It is very like that. So Haribol, Haribol. Next slide, Maharaj. Please continue. Go to please 10th slide. 10th slide. No, not this. It is 6th. I guess. Yeah, 10th one. So, yeah. So this one only. This one only. Previous. So there are when we examine or research about these reports, archaeological reports, there are two types of findings we got actually. So one thing is there are no reports of evidence of extreme human antiquity in the current secondary literatures like textbooks, newspaper, magazines, and these things are all. So another type of findings are there are many reports of evidence of extreme human antiquity in the primary literature, past and present. So before continue, I will introduce these keywords like what is primary literature and what is secondary literature. So you can understand it clearly. So primary literature means if I am an archaeologist, if I am a scientist, have
Prabhuji, I think your voice is cutting again and again. Can you please check your network connection once?
Actually, I got log out of the session. So I was saying, so there are two kinds of literatures, or like primary or secondary. Primary literatures are those which are original, done by research scientists and all. Secondary literatures are those which public reads. There is a difference between primary literature and secondary literature. So when we found that there are no reports of evidence what public reads, primary literature, what is the case? So question may arise, actually, why is this evidence is not in the secondary literature? So from school or college, you all know that humans only from 2 lakh to 3 lakh years before. Since and these primary literature which concludes, which proves that humans were existed more than 2 lakh years, these are not placed in your secondary literature like textbooks and all. So that is the question we came to know. Why is this evidence is not in the secondary literature? Next slide, Maharaj, please. Next one. So there is a process called knowledge filtration. Here you can see in the slide. I hope it is visible for you. Yeah, there is a process called knowledge filtration where the boards or the schools or colleges or many big people, so-called big people, they will filtrate what needs to be given to public, what need not to be given to public. So according to them, they have to they want should not they don't want to put if the example if the start question accept Vedic scripture, we research more about Vedic scripture, God, more about Sanathan Dharma and all. They will. So next slide, Maharaj, please. Yeah, here you can see the way where like primary literature comes. There is a purple colored box where it is where they will see examine whether it is suitable for them or not. And if that is not suitable, they will reject there, and they will only pass the secondary what needs to be given to public like that. You know, voice is breaking. Okay.
Now it's fine, Guruji. You can.
Okay. So I was saying there is a process called knowledge filtration. So these primary literature actually Michael Cremo has uh, Michael Cremo has compiled in a book called Forbidden Archaeology. In the next slide, you can see. Please go to next slide, Maharaj. Yeah, in this book, there are thousands of not only one or two or three, 10 to 15 evidences that proves humans existence like before 3 lakh years or 2 lakh years. There are thousands of evidences. In that, we are have I'm going to present some of the up to 7 or 8 evidences. So you can or you can truth actually what's happening in the world. So next slide, please, Maharaj. Okay, stop here, sir. I'm going to actually before starting. Next slide, previous slide. Forbidden archaeology. Hmm. Um, presentation seminar. So there is a term called geological formation. There is a term called artifacts. There is a term called about that. To the slides or evidences.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm audible. Hare Krishna, Subhan, I'm audible.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji, you are audible.
Okay, okay, Prabhuji, okay. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna, Gurudev,
Yeah.
Dandvat Pranam. Jai. Yeah,
Is my
Hare Krishna, Gurudev, Dandvat Pranam. Jai Shri
uh,
Prabhupada. Yeah, so this book, Forbidden Archaeology. So, the scientist, Michael Cremo, he has given thousands of evidences in this book that according to Darwin, like, we have studied about Darwin theory, right? So we will see that human really came just uh, 200,000 years back, or just their origin are more and more like million years. So we will see the evidences even in the billions of years. So in this book, he's the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He has mentioned the thousands of evidences. So one by one, we'll see the scientists, the archaeologists have found so many evidences that will prove that human are more older than we have studied in the current in our current science, like Prabhuji explained about the two scriptures, finding one and finding two. So what is finding one? Actually, when we get the proof, original one, archaeologist. So when they get the proof, original one, if their idea, if those proofs matches to their idea that they have presented to the world, to just maintain the Darwin's theory. So they will give to a textbook and you will study. But if the proof will disagree with their ideology that they have given to the world, so they will filter out. They won't give you to study in your textbook that you have studied in your school or colleges. So this is called the knowledge filtration. They won't let to come to you, but there are evidences. Those evidences are not available in our text or in our study book. modern archaeology, those texts are those evidences are not available in next slide. uh, yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. So, sonar image show underwater structure of Cuba 2000. So, can you move the next slide also, Prabhuji? Because more details are there. Yeah. So, this scientist actually they found it. You all know about this sonar that through the laser beams they study underwater evidences underwater. So they found this. Uh, this evidence. This was like I said, you can see the structure. It's completely looking like a human made. It's not like any other species. For example, in Darwin's theory, when you study about the origin of life, okay, when you study about origin of life, so there you first study that this microbes came, no chordates or no vertebrates, first microbes came, right? And then like evolution happened and human came very later in like there are so in even in geological scale we study the different eras epochs, right? So human came very later, but it means that civilization came very later. But you can see this archaeologists found this evidence underwater. So it was human made actually. So they were also shocked that if it's underwater it means that there was a civilization, a well developed civilization means what? The a civilization of intelligent human being. Right now even we study about the species of human, right? And homo sapiens are the most intelligent human being, right one. So this when they found this evidence, they told that this humans it's a human civilization only. This and not only not like other kind of species. It will the civilization of well developed brain human species actually. But uh, you will never find such evidences in your original textbook. You will find only that while beginning of origin of life, first cyanobacteria came, right? Then like this other species came one by one, but it's too old. Can you move to the next slide, Prabhuji? Next slide. A structure on the land bridge between Cuba and Uganda during the Ice Age. What is the Ice Age? You all know. Uh, if Ice Age is that uh, the when if we, in modern geological scale we study about this underwater when thing started merging in ice age went into the water. So they found it that while ice age, and if you study according to geological scale, in ice age there were no human beings. So they have given this proof uh, correlating with the what you have studied in your geological scale in origin of life and what they have found. So they are correlating the timing, the kind of evidences they got, and the timing of these different ages when humans are not were not existed according to modern science. So they this is how they are explaining that you can compare that how old these evidences are. But uh, if you study in modern science, if there are no more there are no intelligent humans, then how these evidences came? Next slide, Maharaj. During ice age, sea level were a maximum of 100 meters, 328 feet lower, but Cuba structures are over 2000 feet deep and thus are not human. So this is how they have compared the sea level and the Cuba structure they found it. So it means that the civilization was above the water, and above the water, only intelligent human can do this. On the land, only intelligent human can do such structure, not any like any other chordate or lower species, right? So she was the one, and her like co found this while they through the sonar, while their research underwater they found it. Next slide, Maharaj. 109 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, Gulf of Mexico was dry land. About 107 million years ago, water enters the Gulf of Mexico dry basin from Pacific Mexico and later from Atlantic. So, if you study about the Jurassic period, right, in modern geological scale, so what is Jurassic period? And if in simple word, if we understand, in Jurassic period we have studied dinosaurs were, and that time they were no human, right? So just one. So yeah, while Jurassic period, they only according to modern geological scale, only dinosaurs were dominating. And but how will dinosaur will make such kind of a structure? The cuboid structures you saw in previous slide. So will dinosaurs were such their brain were developed this much? No, only it means that if the structure is existing over there, it means that someone has made it. Some intelligent brain has made it. So this is how they have compared the this sea level of Jurassic period and Jurassic in while Jurassic period, according to modern science, no human were existed. But with the Cuba structure they found, they can't you can't even deny. So, but when you study Jurassic period, we never saw such this evidences. Only we have studied that dinosaurs were dominating over all over the land, right? But we have not studied even a single structure, even a single human being, or even little higher species uh, were available in Jurassic period. So this was the comparison they have given. Can you move to the next slide? Um, Report from Macedonia times tells of a gold chain that was found in coal 300 million years old. Now see, gold chain. Who will wear gold chain? Gold chain only. Even nowadays, gold chain only human beings wear gold chain, right? So they found this. Some archaeologists they found this gold chain, and when they study about through archaeology, when they study this about this material, the gold one, so they about the carbon dating, how they found how old it is. So they found it actually this gold chain is 300 million years old, right? But if you see 300 million years old, it means that human were there and they were wearing gold chain. It means their brain was this much developed that they were able to convert melted gold, or their brain were this much developed that they can make jewelries and all from such elements, right? You- and 300 million years, it means that. And if you study in the origin of life, modern one, the geological scale, so according to modern geological scale, before 300 million years, there were no human being. There were no human being. If you see the geological scale, human beings are so later they came, just like 200,000 years back. They just say, but this gold chain, they and these these archaeologists, they are actually the best thing is that these archaeologists they have presented their works. It's not like they have hidden it. They Many of them have presented their work also, but because these proofs were not satisfying their ideas, the main branch of science. They, if not satisfying their ideas, so they never let come to us. So you can see this one more evidence that yeah, you can see this gold chain evidence that they found it, and it was 300 million years old. It means that human were there around 300 million years back. Human were there, and a human that their brain were completely developed. So that's why they were able to know about, they had the knowledge of jewelry making. They were so even this time it's a complete study how you can use element in different ways. So you need a very well developed brain. So it means that if the proof is here, if they have found the chain and it's 300 million years old, so no animals, no other lower animals have made this gold chain. It means that only a human have made it, whose brain was completely developed like us, like today's, like present human being. Can you move forward to next slide, probably? Yeah, this um while I was, it's a very interesting thing. While I was working in the municipal electric plant in Thomas Orkla in 1912, I came upon a solid chunk of coal which was too large to use. I broke it with a glazed hammer. This iron pot fell from the center. I traced the source of the coal and found it came from the Volbern Alcanium mansions. And who found it? Frank K. New, November 27, 1948. Iron pot and uh, Carboniferous 312 million years. Okay, so like I mentioned about the geological scale. So on when you go on the geological scale, we have seen in our 9th, 10th standard book, even origin of life. It start from this only. Uh, so there are so many different in when you study about archaeology. So there are different eras, in which era what formation came. So this person, he was working in coal factory. Okay, so while sorry, in municipal electric factory. So while doing his work, suddenly this iron pot failed. So what happened that actually it was covered in coal. So he cleaned and then he found a well developed iron pot that right now in even in present we use pot for our necessity. So he found this iron pot, and when they study about this, so they found it actually it's a 312 million years old. They found it, it's 312 million years old, and it's a iron pot. It means that, and you can see the structure of the iron pot. It's well structured. It's well structured. No animal, even we talk about elephants or anyone, any lower animals, they don't, their brains are not this much developed that they can convert any iron into utensils and for necessity, for use of their necessity, right? It means that if they found the iron pot and it's 312 million years old, it means that there was a species, their brain was completely developed. It means that they had knowledge that how elements can be used in different ways, that they were and they had such instrument also that they can convert iron into a pot. They can convert iron into iron pot. So through these evidences they got this, that actually if this iron pot is 312 million years old, after the study they found, it means that that time in if you go back in 312 million years, it means that there were human existed, well developed, whose brain were well developed. They had knowledge to use the element. They had knowledge that how they can uh, make different things for their necessity, for the survival. We study about the survival of the fittest, right? And so they had such knowledge. They can use such thing, they can make such thing. So according to so as per this evidence, They said that actually this iron pot is a crystal clear evidence that 312 million years back humans were existed, a well developed like us, a well developed human being were existed even at 312 billion years back. Maharaj, can you move to next slide? Yeah, a very interesting thing about the bell. Bell found solidly embedded in the block of coal by Newton R. Anderson in 1944 in Buckman, West Virginia. Do you all know that bell we use in our Sanatan Dharma? Bell we use in while deity worship, while worshipping, right? And so you all can see a bell picture on our screen. Garud is there. So it means that uh, who even if you see in the present, no lower animal do such kind of, no animal follow such kind of tradition to worship God. The first of thing that they had, and the and you will be shocked when you come to know about how old it was. They found it in a coal. And can you move to the next slide, Prabhuji, so that I can tell them the timing of this bell? Yeah, there are different actually it's a comparison. Bell in coal, West Virginia; Garuda bell, India; and Garuda, the west carrier of Vishnu. So it means that all over the, like, everywhere, even in simple word, if we understand that everywhere Vishnu worship was there. And who will worship Vishnu? Who not only not a lower animal, the species who has understanding of soul, who has understanding of God, they will worship only. And how and what materials will be used to worship the supreme power? They had such kind of knowledge. Even in the present, the today's world, it's so advanced, right? But still, no lower species have knowledge about the God. Only human being have knowledge. Only human being have intelligence to know about the God, to worship God. So this bell they found in a coal factory, and it's around 300 billion years old. Around 300 million years old. Please mute. Someone mic is. Please mute. So Maharaj, next slide. Next slide, Maharaj. Okay, we can go little back. I will back, please. Go on back slide, please. Yeah. So they found this bell, and it. Please mute. They found this bell, and it was 300 million years old. And so it means that if bell is there, it means that that time human civilization were dominating, and they were dominating that they had knowledge of God. They were worshipping the God. They worshipping the Vishnu. Garud is there. And who is the Garud? Garud is the Vahan of Vishnu, the supreme personality of Godhead. We see him, like, this evidence, the bell evidence, is so actually so many things. The dominance of Sanatan Dharma, dominance of well-developed human being, and dominance of tradition, culture that we were following. So no, no lower species will do such kind of worship. No lower species will follow such kind of tradition. Only a well brain developed species will do, and that species is only a human being like us. So even on the geological scale, you won't find 300 million years back there were human there. So such evidences are existing, but we don't have it. We never get in our secondary literature. In beginning we said the our textbook of college or school. So now you can move to next slide, Maharaj. Human skeleton, Macon Country, Edition, USA, the geologist, 1862, Volume 5, Scientific reports of anatomical modern human skeleton being found in coal deposit about 300 million years old. So they found this human skeleton, and when human skeleton, when we study how we study about the human skeleton, we do in the bone. We they research about the molecule level. They in DNA present in the bones. They in the cells they study, and they when they found this molecular structure of this skeleton DNA, they found it that it's 300 million years old. So, and it was deposited under the coal. So it means that human were there. If human were there, that's why skeleton this skeleton was found. If no, if 300 million years back, if no human was there, how skeleton will come? So no even lower any species can't make model, and they will bury such a well developed human skeleton. Even you have to make any model, you need to see that object, right? Without seeing that object you can't make the model. Or you should have understanding to make even a model. And who will make that? Who have knowledge? So lower species don't have such knowledge, so you can't interpret even to prove your point that no, it's not a human skeleton. So they found it, and it was 300 million years old. So according to this evidence, you can see that um, around 300 million years back human were existed. So now move to next slide, Maraj. A report of Scientific American tells of beautiful metallic vase that was found 15 feet deep in the solid rock near Boston, and modern geologists say that depth or formation of that place was 600 million years old. So they found it. And it's a scientific research. You can see this paper also, the picture. They have the publication and everything. You can see. So they found it, and they found it a 15 feet deep solid rock near solid rock. And when they did the carbon dating, when they study about it, it was 600 million years old. So till now, whatever evidences we saw in previous slide, it was either like 150 or 300, mostly 300 million years old. But this one, metallic vase was just 600 million years old. So if you go on the geological scale, even the 600 million years, so if you go, you will find a very lower species. So lower species you will get 600 million years back. So when they found it, they declared that and what is the metallic base? Metallic base is also human used by the human only. No lower species will use they don't have any use. Why they will use any base? Only a human, human have necessity to use such things, and they had made it. To use such things, they have to make it. To make it, they should have knowledge how to make and what is the use. So it means that according to their necessity, they were developing such things. So and when they found it, and while studying about the evidence, they said that it's a 600 million years old metallic base. So it means that that time humans were existed, whose brains were completely fully developed, intelligent humans were existed. So this evidence you will also want to, I think most of you are hearing about all this evidence at first time. Many of you are science students, but I think you all have never heard such about such evidences in your books or even in a comment, because they never let it to come in the public, because these ideas are not satisfying, because these proofs are not satisfying their ideas. So this is the issue with the main branch. So this again this 600 this metal was proved that human were existed 600 million years back. Next slide, Maharaj. So yeah, uh, I hope you all understood the today's presentation. It was about that we should know whatever we have studied till now in science. There are many things that we have to know. There are hidden truth that we should know, because blindly we are studying about the origin of life, species, geological scales, and it's starting from your ninth 10th standard itself, and then you go for higher studies, you blindly following. But there are like the first in the beginning slide we showed about the book Archaeology by Michael Cremo. So in that book itself thousands of evidences there, so we should know that our culture was so vast, like the Vishnu bell. It also it shows that our culture was so vast. It was not restricted. The time being we have, and wherever you study about the origin of human, just or you just you will see just how just such some 1,000 years back. So it's not like that. There are so many. These were some few evidences. There are so many evidences that are there available. uh, you will come to know that actually human beings were existing since beginning they were existing. So this is our Vedic science. When you study about when you study about Vedic science, so we study about the Vedic culture, human, how they were well developed. They were these all the iron pot or bell, whatever evidences we saw, we are using since beginning. So these are the things that we should question. We should think that these all evidences should come uh, in front of everyone. And you all know this. Um, this even in the Ramayana, even in the Ramayana, uh, when it's mentioned that when Hanuman visited Lanka, Ravan's Lanka, so he saw the four tusked elephant, Gompethero. So what it means that when you go on the geological scale and you study about the family, genus and species of Gompethero elephant, so uh, they they were they were existed around 1.8 with billion years back. Okay, according to modern geological scale. And Hanumanji saw in the Lanka. So so who were in the Ramayana? They were well developed civilization. Human beings were there. So even in the modern science, we study about the four tusked elephants. And this in Ramayana, it's also mentioned that Hanumanji saw. It means that not only million years, even we go in the in our real history in Vedic science. So even 1.8 billion years back, well developed human civilization were there, whose brain were completely developed. So these years evidence is that we will never find in our secondary literature. In beginning we showed you about how they do the knowledge filtration. So this it's kind this the aim of this presentation that we should aware, we should study about the real knowledge. So Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna Gurudev, thank you so much for giving the opportunity. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Garam Sudas Gurudev. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, so you all can ask. In the chat, you can ask your questions. You have any questions regarding today's presentation? So please ask.